Okay, let's check. Woo! Oh god, the way this bike pulls even after 120. Okay, I am at 130. Okay, look. So hey guys, welcome back again with a new video, and I have ordered a 17 tooth sprocket for my Trident 660. It was very difficult to find, and I took around many days searching over the internet, and a company in the Italy was kind enough to send me that sprocket. I'll share you the link below. So I'm going to do some test on Trident 660, and in those tests I'm going to be taking the records of the highest speed in first gear, because I have the highest speed for second and third gear in another video I took. But for the first gear I do not have, but I know it goes up to 73 or 72 kilometers per hour. So that I have to do, and I have to take the minimum speed of every gear. So when we put the 17 tooth sprocket, I know the top speed is going to increase with a little bit decrease in the overall torque, but that is not a matter. But every gear will have an extra 500 RPM to reach its top speed. So I'm going to record the minimum speed of each gear and then the top speed of first gear. So later on, so that we can compare how much speed it has gained in each gear with the minimum RPM and the maximum RPM both. So as per my record, the first gear goes up to 72 or 73. Second gear goes up to 101, and the third gear goes up to 132. But it should come on camera. And nowadays bike comes with a feature called glide through traffic, GTT, something like that. So as soon as you leave the clutch, the bike RPM increases and you don't have to push the accelerator to glide around the traffic. So that is a thing that is going to be affected a little bit, because the torque is going to decrease, and I have to see if glide through traffic thing still works after that. So there are benefits and downsides of increasing one tooth up or decreasing rear tooth down. So the stock setup of this bike is 1651, and the benefit is that you will have a slight increase in the mileage. I have seen people reported mileage up to 27 kmph. Sorry, kmpl. Right now it's giving around 21.1 kilometers per liter in this average traffic. That is also a thing that I have to notice. So different tests I have to perform before and after changing the front sprocket. Basically the first gear in this bike is useless. The bike has enough torque to start from second gear, even with a couple of people sitting on the bike. And On highways, I feel that the RPM is higher than the bike actually rolling. Let's try it over here. So that's 73. And second gear is 101. This bike pulls like anything, man. Seriously. So at first gear, I am expecting around increase in the speed of around, this is just my guess, that I am expecting around 5 kilometers extra, 5 or 6 kilometers extra I will get. So each gear, as per each gear ratio, I can get increase in some extra kilometers. So this was the top speed. Now we will check for the minimum speed, but not right here. This is a busy traffic road. So when I change the gear, the problem that I'm going to face, I know that because I have done this in another bikes that I previously owned. So the problem that I'm going to face is that when I'm pulling the bike from very lowest RPM, there could be some stuttering and engine knocking that I'm going to face, and I may have to change some gears, shift down the gears actually. Okay guys, so अब मैं ना, मेरा खाना वाना सब हो गया है. So right now I'm going to try the minimum speed at each gear. Let's try with the first gear. So I have left the controls at around 1900 RPM. It's cruising at 12 kilometers per hour. I have shifted the gear, same 1500 RPM at 16 kilometers, around 16 to 17 kilometers per hour. Now at 3000 RPM. At 3000 RPM, at third gear, 1900 RPM, 22 kilometers per hour. At fourth, it is at 26 kilometers per hour. Okay, so fourth is 26. Fifth should be around 28-29 because the road is uneven. So now the RPM has come down a little bit. It's 1500 something. So let's say 27-28 kilometers per hour. And the sixth is 30-31. Okay, so 6 is around 30-31 kilometers. So this is the lowest speed of all gears. I have shown you the the top speed and the lowest speed, and we are going to do the same test after changing the front sprocket. Now the challenge is I have to find a good shop that can help me to change my front sprocket. And the mileage is same, 21.1 kilometers per liter as of now. So hey guys, now I have brought this huge mammoth giant to open this nut, and I have decided to take things in my own hand, and I'm working on it. So let's do it. This is the old sprocket, and this is somewhere it says 16T. Yeah, if you see right here, I'm not sure if this GoPro can focus, but it says 16T. That means it has 16 teeth, and this is 17, and I'm going to install it over here. So this has been installed. It's very easy to install. You don't even have to take out the whole chain, and even after installing a 17, the slack is so much, so you have to adjust the chain from there. And make sure you do not pinch any pipes over here because the clearance is very small. It can also go one more teeth up, but don't bother about that now. Let's work on this. So the installation is done. I have adjusted the chain a little bit and the slack seems okay. Now I'm going to fit everything back and go for testing.
Several days later.
So guys, today I am riding alone only to shoot this video. I had no intentions of riding alone. Today I was going out with my friends. Unfortunately, there are some guests coming for some wedding planning of my sisters, so I have to ride alone today just to shoot this video. It will be a quick ride, won't take even 1 hour, I believe. So the first thing that I wanted to show you is this bike has this feature called glide through traffic, or whatever it is called, auto acceleration, or I don't know what. So this is a slope, so I don't want to test it here because any bike would go automatically. So I want to go right here would be a good thing. So if I stop here, and I'll show you what it happens. So I wanted to check this after the sprocket change, so I wanted to start it from the 0. So you saw in my previous video that it was gliding as usual, and let's check the speed of each gear. Okay, no control. I mean, I've left the controls. Sorry, it's still morning and I have not had my coffee yet. So 12, so it will be 16 or 17. Twenty-one, 22. (28) in fifth. So even after the sprocket change, the bike has not left too much of torque, and it's going very good. And you know what the best thing is? See, here it is a little bit going upside. The road is going upside, and the bike is still going at 6th gear without struggling at all. And you know what the best thing is? I can still do this. So there is no knocking. So if people are thinking that the bike will lose a lot of torque after changing the sprocket, so Yes, it will lose, but not too much that you will lose all the features of the bike. So I know a road where we can test the speed of the bike for first and second gear. Third gear will go beyond 135 kilometers an hour, so I don't want to test that. But let's see if the bike goes up to second gear at least. Secondly, I also want to check that the bike at 4000 rpm at 6th gear, the bike cruises at the speed of 64 kilometers per hour. So I want to see at what rpm the bike is cruising at 64 after sprocket change. So while I was going to the ride, I got a few of my friends here. I had no intention of following them, but now I have to because I just met them and I don't want to lose the opportunity to meet my old friends. And hopefully with them I'll be able to test my bike. Third is 139. This is what I wanted to check. Let's see if I can get up to the 4th gear. Well, it's 64 kilometers an hour at 3000 rpm, so I can see my bike is cruising at around 70. '70, 71. So let me say it again. So the bike cruises at 64 kilometers per hour at 3000 rpm. That's the standard bike. But now, after the sprocket upgrade, it is going around 70, 71. So that significant increase of 6 kilometers an hour. And now let's cruise at 60. And see what RPM I achieve. So that's around 2000. 2000 what? Sorry, let's cruise around at 60, 64. So that's 100 or 200 RPM less. So I have gained around 200 to 300 RPM, I believe. It's not accurate, but that's what I presume, that it should gain around 2 or 300 RPM at each gear. So that's not too much, but well, you decide if you want to have this upgrade or not. Okay, let's check. Oh God, the way this bike pulls even after 120. Okay, I am at 130. Okay, look. What the hell, man? Fourth is going up to 170. God, this is amazing. If I ever get a road to check my bike for 5th gear, I will definitely do it, but not today. Not today, man. There is too much of traffic already. Honestly, guys, you do not need anything more than this. Average is mileage is still 22 kilometers. No difference in mileage. And literally, guys, I do not have guts to check the top speed of 5th gear. I can't do it. I do not have a proper gear right now, and my helmet is moving from the wind speed. Alright, guys, so I think I have concluded with this video. I am concluded with this video, and I am unable to show you the actual mileage that I am receiving right now. It's 22 as standard. But unfortunately, since I am riding very rough, I cannot give you a better mileage than 22. But I will keep updating you. And another thing is, thank you so much for watching. The verdict of this sprocket is that if you want to upgrade, it's up to you. You will get a good performance. This bike has a very good low end torque, and if you want 5 or 6 kilometers extra speed in your each gear, then you decide if you want it or not. And it's no hassle to upgrade with the sprocket. It's very easy, and any simple bike mechanic could do it. It's no big deal. And yeah, so it's up to you. I have given you all the results. If you are satisfied with this, you go ahead. I am very happy with the chain sprocket because this bike hasn't changed my riding style. To be honest, I'm still riding the same way I used to earlier, because sometimes what happens is when you change the sprocket, you have to go 2 gear down if you are braking, and I don't have to do that. I hardly go 1 gear down, and even if that is required, otherwise I don't. So thank you so much for watching again. It was a good experience to take this machine to its limit, not up to the limit, but at least each gear. And Thank you again. See you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.